Hi, everyone. It's Dan Toner, the health insurance broker for Windmill Alliance. I'm sharing my screen so I can go over the October 2024 open enrollment. You'll get an email with this one pager just kind of telling you a little bit about some dates. We're going to start open enrollment on the 17th of September. We're going to end it on the 30th. We'll go over the products. I'm going to do a screen share now and kind of go over a couple of memos that you're going to get in an email. What's super important is that everybody that's a full-time employee has to print the annual selection sheet and check off whether or not you're enrolling or waiving coverage. That has to go to Stacy by the 30th. Okay. So I'm going to start going over the kit. You'll notice it's 36 pages because it's got a lot of information in it. By the way, the annual selection sheet is only 4 pages, and here's what that looks like. You will see the medical plan, the Oxford Freedom HSA plan. You will see your costs on the page 2. Notice they have not changed from last year. You will see the dental from Principal, and notice there was no change in your premium, and you will see the vision with no change in premium. You are checking off if you're covered for single, you and a spouse, you and children, or you spouse and children, that's family. So you'll check off your election or check waiver. So everyone needs to complete those forms. That is part of the kit. So I'm going to go over the kit in detail now. Talking about who's eligible, you have to work 30 hours or more. If you waive coverage today, you cannot re-enroll until next October, unless you have a qualifying event, which is a loss of coverage. And this is just some examples of that. If you're a new hire, by the way, after a 30-day waiting period, you're eligible, and we'll ask you to fill out a selection sheet, and we'll help you enroll you. Some highlights on the medical plan. It's the same coverage. It's a high deductible HSA plan. No change in coverage from last year. There will be a reimbursement. We use a third party called OCA to provide you a reimbursement with those deductible expenses. The non-medical, which is Principal, offers life insurance, disability, dental, and vision. We're going to talk about that as we go through the memo. The company is paying for a $25,000 worth of term life for you. And then you have additional, you can buy additional life insurance coverage up to $300,000. You'll fill out a questionnaire from Principal with health screening questions. Do you have this, yes or no? And then we'll collect it, send it in, and they make a decision to allow coverage or not. Within the Oxford plan, there are two. Apologize for that. That was that's going to go right to the. That's going to go right to the hyperlink. Sorry about that. Within the medical plan, you are using Oxford's largest network in New York and New Jersey called the Freedom Network. If you want to go outside New York and New Jersey, you use the United Healthcare Options Plus. This is a link to provide you right on the United website, so you can click New York and New Jersey and see Oxford doctors, or I can look at Florida, Texas, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, basically anywhere outside New York and New Jersey to see the United Choice Plus. So the combination of both networks makes it a national network, which is why we're interested in it. Okay. Costs and deductions to participate is located right in that selection sheet. So I mentioned it's right here as well. Even though you're going to get a separate print, we need you to sort of print this and make your elections. So I'll skip through that. As you go on to page 8, it highlights a little bit about the plan, and I'll go over the basic details for you. We're using that Freedom Network for New York and New Jersey, and then again, Choice Plus outside. There is a $2,500 deductible if you're a single. Most of the employees that are enrolled are single, but if you do have dependents, one or more, you have a $5,000 deductible. The only coverage you have waived, the deductible waived, is your annual well visits. Those are free as long as you're using an in-network provider. So your annual checkups, for example, your routine. Anything else, you're going to owe the Oxford discounted amount up to that $2,500, and then coverage will kick in where you will only owe a $25 copay to go to your primary, or $75 for specialist, or a 10, 35, 70 for generic and name brand copays to the pharmacy. These are what you owe after that $2,500 deductible. The maximum liability that you have is $5,000 as a single. So what that means is once you spend the first $2,500, if you happen to blow through that, you're going to owe those copays that I just mentioned, but the maximum those copays could be is $2,500. So the $2,500 up front plus the potential of $2,500 in copays that you would owe. If you get to that $5,000 maximum out of pocket, you're done. Oxford pays 100% for the rest of the year. So that's what the maximum out of pocket means. When you see things like 20%, by the way, very simple. Once you meet your deductible, and if you're having things like hospital or surgery, you owe 20%. Oxford's going to pay 80%. But again, your maximum out of pocket is $5,000 no matter what happens to you. Any questions on the benefits, let me know. But we have some summaries. This is HSA compatible. That's important. That means you can certainly open up a bank account and put money into an HSA. Any questions, let me know. You don't need a referral to seek care from specialists. There's my comment about 100% coverage for routine, and you are going to get a full detailed summary of benefits, SBC. The website for Oxford is myuhc.com. You can see your claims, print your ID card if you lose it, see your explanation of benefits, see your coverage, etc. There's some tools and resources once you're logged in with your ID. This is a little different description of what even though I gave you a quick summary, this is sort of I think it's like a 6 or 7 page summary that talks about what you owe. So I wanted to put that in the kit. This is a reminder about the Oxford network for New York and New Jersey. And then it jumps into Principal. Principal Dental, it's a PPO. After you don't have a deductible if you're using an in-network preventative care like checkups, cleanings, exams, you have 100% coverage when using a Principal dentist. After a $25 deductible, you have 80% coverage for basic and 50% for major services. And you could see there's a little summary that tells you what each is located. You have $1,000 maximum. So basically, if you go for a $100 office visit and they pay it at 100%, you get $900 to use for other stuff. When you wake up on January 1, you get a fresh new $1,000. So everyone that's covered gets $1,000 maximum. Going to jump right into vision. They use a network called VSP, which is the largest network of vision providers in the country. Think of it this way. Vision is not covered under your medical coverage unless you have a medical condition or you have an accident. If you're looking for routine, an eye exam once a year, like a checkup, or you're looking for reimbursement for lenses, frames, or contacts, you need to purchase a vision policy. This tells you what your copays are, and you are getting a combination of a copay for certain items like an office visit or a lens, and then they pay 100%. You're also getting a cash reimbursement plus a significant discount for hardware, things like frames and contacts. Under the life insurance, by the way, we had an August renewal that was just updated. So this year's kit will be reflected. We'll get an updated kit from Principal in the next few weeks that show October 1. We changed the renewal date to match the medical with Oxford. The company, Windmill, is paying for $25,000 for every full-time employee. So everyone's getting that at no cost. If you want additional, you can see right on page 32, group voluntary term life for all active members. You can buy anywhere from $10,000 up to $300,000. That's above the $25,000 provided to you. And in the enrollment kit, I'll show you a sample of it. Principal has a 75-page enrollment kit that has every information, including the applications needed if you enroll. But I'm going to jump right to the life insurance part and tell you how that works. Just give me 1 second. There's the 25. This is the voluntary, and I'll flip it. So basically what happens is, I'll blow that up a little bit. You look at your age. You look at the dollar amount you want to purchase. And this is the cost. So if I'm 40 years old and I want to buy 150,000, okay, I'll just go to 40. I want to buy 150,000. I pay $17 a paycheck to participate. I fill out an application, I send it in. So that's kind of why we're going to give you the enrollment kit so you can figure out what it costs to buy extra life insurance. Okay. Disability. Similar, you'll see the costs in the kit to participate. You're getting 60%. It says benefits begin after 180 days because in the state of New Jersey, we have short-term disability that covers you for the first 6 months. That's right on the New Jersey state website called TDB, temporary disability. It covers you for up to 6 months at something like 80% of your salary, up to a maximum of like 1,100 a week. If you're hurt past that, you really need a long-term disability, which is what Principal is offering. And you'll get basically 60% of your salary up to a $1,500 maximum. So that's it. That's all the information in the kit. I will go back to the early part of the kit where I've given you on page 3 some contacts: Oxford's customer service, Principal's customer service and website, and more importantly, FFP. That's my team here. We are your broker. Amanda is my right hand. Leslie is also my left hand. She helps enroll people, but I am Dan Toner, the broker, and that's how you can reach me. So I wish you all the best, and let me know if you have any questions during open enrollment.